one last hurdle to clear before that national championship game. And today we're going to find out who's got the toughness and the depth to continue their drive and keep championship dreams alive. As we'll see the number 5 seed in this playoff. A group with a lot to prove here today. Taking on the top-seeded team in the playoff, the Alabama Crimson Tide. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined by Kirk Herbstreit. It's been a tremendous college football playoff so far, and it's down to this, the semifinals. Which team will head on to the national championship game? Kickoff team out there. We are about to get cranked up for the semifinal collision. And the return starts just inside the end zone. And he's brought down at the 12. That's poor field position to start the drive. Okay, now we'll get a first look at this offense here today. Of course, the home of the Cotton Bowl in modern times has become AT&T Stadium, a massive yet somehow intimate setting. This, of course, is where the first championship game of the playoff era was played.
Well, who could forget that? When Ohio State took care of Oregon to win the national championship for Urban Meyer. And this game, like you said, I think it just seems to get bigger and bigger in this setting. The pressure these players feel. Let's see who can handle that the best today.
Makes a quick grab. And he's shoved out of bounds by the defense short of the first down marker.
Love to see the short passing game as a great go-to for any offensive coordinator in the first quarter because it's reliable and allows you to see how the defense is reacting. That can open up for other things later on.
But it's incomplete. They miss an opportunity, and now it's 4th down.
Man, on your own side of the field, you're playing a risky game here, 3rd and short. Your goal should just be keep this drive alive the best way you can sometimes is just hand the ball off to your running back and have him get behind that offensive line and go to work. Curious to see what they do now here on this 4th and short.
So Alabama's offense gets their first crack now. Well, it's not easy to narrow down the impact players to just a few guys, but what do you expect from them today?
Well, we got guys that can make plays as well as anybody in the country on both sides of the ball. That's why I think this matchup is so exciting. Two good teams with great individual players.
First down here for this offense. DB's looking to jam the receivers at the snap. First down, looking to throw the football. The pass rush closing in. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain. Alabama comes up to the line quickly. From the shotgun, it's a handoff. Fighting off the defender. And they finally stop him, but a decent gain that time. And they convert here on 3rd down in the red zone. This is a 4-point type of play. Touchdown or field goal. 3rd down. Quarterback in the shotgun. Makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown. Tie.
You put 5 wide receivers into a formation that puts so much pressure on the defense. Do you have enough guys that can cover? The quarterback does such a good job of finding the weakness and exploiting it.
PAT is good, so it's 7-0. Now they get set to kick it away. He'll bring it out from his end zone. Solid coverage there. They get him at the 15. That's when the offense will take over. Here comes the offense, hoping to get a drive going. They'll tackle him out across the 20.
I'll take that every single time. Offensive line does a nice job up front. This back's vision and ability to get positive yards by lowering his pads on full display right there.
And tackled after a small pickup there. 3rd down after that running play. Here's the option play. Fighting for yardage, but the defense stops him just short of that first down marker. Here we go. The coach rolling the dice. 4th and 1 in his own territory. Breaking tackles. Breaks loose at the 40. Breaks into the clear. It's a sprint. Steps out of bounds, but not before a huge gain on the ground. That run, good for a first down. The offense still rolling. And they'll keep it on the ground. Running back has the handoff. Run it up the middle, but stuffed for no gain. Offense getting set. 2nd down play here. an RPO. The quarterback looks to his right. Zero running room. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage.
Well, this is exactly what you want to see from the defense. Yeah, you give up the catch, but you're right there to be able to stop this receiver from making any yards after the catch.
And he'll drop back here on third down. Short throw, running back makes the catch behind the line of scrimmage. Well executed. He finds space and gets the first down yardage.
Now we're starting to see this offense look like they've looked all year long. Listen, to be able to get to a playoff opportunity, your offense has got to be able to show an ability to hit throws like this on third down. They hit it, they keep the drive alive. Now they have a chance to put points on the board.
Here comes a crucial second down play. Every yard tough to find down here in the red zone. It's a quick grab. The defense all over it. They stop him right at the line.
I can see what the quarterback's trying to do here, Chris, and he gets the completion, but just no gain. There's just no room to go after the catch.
They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Well, setting the edge, a lot of times you'll rely on that offensive tackle to do the job at the line of scrimmage. Sometimes it's a tight end or maybe the H-back. But someone has got to set the edge of the line of scrimmage to give them a spot to go. If you're not able to do that, you're not able to turn the corner and make a big play.
The tackle is made. The offense is now set up with a first and goal from the 8. The offense knocking on the door with a first and goal. Ball carrier brought down at the 4. Offense in great scoring position here. Second down and goal upcoming. And the quarterback tucks it and takes off as a design run. That kind of execution on a long drive, that's why this team made it to the college football play.
That's exactly right. Being able to mix in the run with the pass, picking up first downs, and eventually coming up with the touchdown. That is a tough thing to do, and they made it look easy.
No problem with the PAT right down the middle. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. Doesn't bring the kick out. Touchback. They'll start at the 25. Alabama's offense coming back onto the field. They punch it into the end zone the last time. Let's see if this defense has made some adjustments to stop them this time. They get him down, but the junior with an excellent run there. Alabama comes up to the line quickly.
Well, I know people want to talk about the spread, and Alabama's offense has changed over the years, but at the end of the day, with this coaching staff, it still comes down to the line of scrimmage and the ability to pound the rock. Think about the backs they've had in recent years. Mark Ingram and Josh Jacobs, Derrick Henry, Jahmyr Gibbs most recently. This is an offense that still wants to control things up front and beat you down.
Looking to pass here on second down. That one falls incomplete. Looking for a flag. Doesn't get it. Brings up third down. They come to the line. A long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. Drops back, needing a third down completion here. And that pass rush has trapped him. It's a sack. Special teams on the field now. Here comes a punt. And the coverage team makes the stop on this return. Here's the first play of the drive. He started at 28. We'll try to run it with the option. The back's got it on a pitch. They've got him behind the line. The option doesn't work at all. They don't block the defensive end and show some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well.
They finally make the tackle, but the big gain moves the ball across midfield to the 47. How aggressive do you get on 1st and 10? Off the play fake, looking to throw. Gets rid of it on the move. Quarterback finds a target on the right. It's complete. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
Boy, really nice throw here to the slot receiver, and I love the quickness that he has after the catch. He's essentially a running back playing at that slot position. That's how dangerous he is after he makes a catch.
Receiver brought down after a short pitch and catch. The gain makes it second and medium. A short completion of the tight end. They stop him, but it's a first down. Well, early on, it's a fun battle on the road to the national championship, deadlocked at the end of one. Let's check out the early stats so far. We've got a good one in our hands, which hope for in a playoff game as we begin the second period. So here we go, first play of the quarter. The offense has a first down. Quick throw, that's an RPO caught on the left side. And he's out of bounds after gaining decent yardage.
Boy, another positive game for this offense, and this quarterback continues to show how dangerous he is when he has time to throw. The defensive coordinator's got to change up his looks, maybe bring in the blitz, anything they can do to get this quarterback out of this rhythm.
Brought down just short of the end zone. It'll be first and goal from the 1. The defense backed up against their own end zone. Here's an easy completion to the back out of the backfield.
And this running back's going to show you he can be a receiver as well. He's just not back there running the football. Nice job of showing that versatility, pulls it in and gets 6.
And now here comes the point after attempt. The PAT is good. They go up a touchdown, 14-7. The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. He's going to bring it out of the end zone from a couple yards deep. That's strong coverage, though. They tackle him at the 11-yard line. Here comes the Crimson Tide offense onto the field. The last drive stalled. They were forced to punt it away. Let's see what they can come up with this time. Here comes a first down pass attempt. Caught in the flat by the running back. The defense drops him for a loss. They went backwards there. A second down behind the sticks now. Alabama comes up to the line quickly. Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. Caught in the backfield. It's Jones. Finally, they get him. A great tackle by the quarterback. Not easy with that size difference. One of those critical third down plays coming up. Dropping back. They're going to throw for the first down. Caught over the middle. It's Jones. That's a nice gain. Will move the football up to the 27. They bring him down, but the sophomore quarterback shows what a cannon he has.
Good job here by this offense coming up with this first down on that third down play. They knew they were going to have to deal with a lot of pressure, did their job, gave the quarterback time. They convert, and listen, you're down early in this game. Every possession matters. You need points on this drive, and they're able to have that chance now with that conversion.
The pass is dropped incomplete. Would have had a huge gain. Took his eye off the ball. Looking to throw again. Grab down the middle. It's Jones. Brought to the turf, but made the first man miss on the way to the first down. This Alabama offense is moving quickly down the field. Secondary up now, trying to jam these receivers. On first down, it's play action. He'll take a deep shot. The catch is made for a huge pickup. Touchdown, Alabama. No chance to catch him. Well, this college football playoff game is all tied up. Kirk, it's beginning to feel a little bit like a shootout.
Yeah, it is. It's a battle of the offenses. Both these teams right now executing flawlessly, and they're doing so with such high stakes, answering one score with another. Neither team is backing up 1 inch.
He thought about returning it, but instead takes a knee. It'll be a touchback, and they'll start at the 25. And out comes the offense, set to take over here. Quarterback's got it on the option. Here's the second down play. They'll run the option. It's a quarterback keeper. He's past the marker and still going. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
Man, is he pretty to watch run this option. He is so dangerous with the threat to run or to throw. This time he keeps it himself, and you can see how much ground he eats up with that kind of...
And he's going to float this one to the right side. Downfield shot falls incomplete. Couldn't quite connect there. 2nd and 10 here. Quarterback changing the play now at the line. Off the play fake, looking to throw the football. Wow, back-to-back deep shots. And the deep shot falls incomplete, but wait, there is a flag on the play, so we'll check that out. That stings for the offense. Penalty will cost him 10 yards. Now it's second down here. Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. Receiver makes the grab, and they bring him down after a solid gain, but it's still well short of the first down marker. Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. Escapes the pocket. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks, more than enough for a first down.
Oh, man, this is a tough play for this defense. They have the offense right where they want them on third down. They get the pressure, but they don't account for the quarterback and his ability to scramble and create. Picks up a first down to keep this drive alive.
Really solid first down gain. He's just short of the marker, so maybe a chance here to take a downfield shot. They look to throw it here on second down. Oh, and he can't hang on for the little screen pass there. And that's going to bring up third. We'll see if the offense can move the chains off that incompletion. It's an option look. Tackled at the 33. That's good enough for a first down.
Chris, I just love to see this offensive line in this running game able to establish themselves. This back is already over 50 yards. We're in the first half, so really good job of establishing the run game. Opens up the play action, opens up one-on-one opportunities. Just keep winning the battle up front.
Second down after that run on the previous play. They're going to run the option. Oh, and the ball comes loose. Offense with a crucial fumble recovery. Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. Quarterback making some changes at the line. On third down, he drops to throw.
Nothing is more gratifying for a defense to be able to sit back and play zone and still get pressure on the quarterback with your defensive front.
Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. Fourth down, looking to throw for it. Takes a shot as he lets it go. And it's intercepted right near the goal line. And he's got some open field ahead. Follows the pick with a nice return before finally being brought down. Here comes the Alabama offense onto the field. The last possession was a passing game clinic. They moved it right down for a touchdown. Can they keep it going? On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Quarterback on the move, trying to make something happen.
Chris, watch him work through his progressions here. Finds the first and the second option aren't there. By the third option, he's got to pull it down and try to pick up some positive yards, of which he did, and then he slides down to avoid the big hit.
It's an out route, the catch made. He goes down right there, but it's enough for a fresh set of downs for this offense. The offense will quickly spend a timeout here after the play. Quarterback leaves the pocket on the move now. Tough to show by the sophomore quarterback to pick up the first down himself. Offense stops the clock with their second timeout to talk strategy. First down, looking to throw the ball. Going for a big play downfield. Deep ball is caught for a huge gain here. They could not stop him. He's in. Touchdown, Bama. Looked like a total bust there. Easy pitch and catch like you'd see in a Tuesday practice.
Yeah, that quarterback's eyes must have lit up on that play because you've got one of your players way downfield without any defender around him.
This one is not returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone. So a little under 30 seconds to go in the half. We'll see how they play this here in 1st and 10. Looking out throwing here to start the drive. He's looking to scramble. And a timeout is called to talk strategy. Close game here as we approach halftime. Second down play coming up for this offense. Quarterback adjusting now to the defense. Second down, we're going to throw it. Works downfield and finds a receiver who worked his way wide open. They move the 6. They'll hurry to the line here on first down now. There's the snap, and he's looking to throw. Bringing pressure. Extending the play now. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down. The offense comes back out there. Not much time left, perhaps just time for a couple plays before the half. Looking to throw it on first down. Incomplete with 4 seconds remaining. Time for just one more play.
He just has to be protected better than that. He's the guy who can shift the tenure of a game. It's the offensive line's job to ensure he's kept clean.
And he'll be brought down, and that will wrap up the first half of play. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update.
Thanks, Chris. The magnitude and intensity of these playoff matchups is always something special to be a part of. And we have to start this halftime breakdown by addressing the play of this elite wide receiver. This is clearly a young man who, once he's finished playing on Saturdays, he's going to be playing on Sundays. The kid has different gears. He has a knack for finding gaps in the defense. And I can't remember a college player with that kind of catch radius.
The kickoff team out there now to get the second half underway. And so it'll be a touchback. Ball spotted at the 25. So here comes the Alabama offense back onto the field. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. And a flag flies as the pass falls incomplete. Let's see who this is on. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? Takes the handoff, heads to the right. That's a nice tackle there by the senior. Alabama comes up to the line quickly. Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. Makes a quick catch. They stopped the receiver, but that's a solid gain on that play. Crucial third down play after that completion. It's a blitz look here from the defense. Third down play here out of the shotgun. Receiver makes the catch. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
Think about this, Chris. These guys have been working since January of last year to get ready for a dream season. They've had that. Now they're here so close into the postseason and the playoff, working with the lead. It comes down to a third down. They do their job, convert, and now they keep working that clock and getting so much closer to advancing to the next round.
A pop pass on the jet sweep. And he's brought down after a short gain. Does not make the first down yardage. Second down after that run on the previous play. Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. Sideline throw caught and not enough for a first down. Offense cranking up the tempo now. No huddle. Play action fake, looking to throw. You cannot escape. Defense with a sack.
The defender did not bite on the fake at all. They were in pass rush mode the entire time.
And at fourth down, they'll punt it away here. And the punt goes out of bounds. The officials now will mark the spot. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? They'll try the option play here. They'll bring him down just short of the 20. Second down play coming up. Here's the option play. And the quarterback keeps it here. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage and not give up big run plays.
Pass complete for a first down. The offense gets a fresh set of downs.
Really good job here of converting by this offense. And let's face it, at this point in the game, because they have such a big hole to climb out of, they've got to be able to convert and come up with a new set of downs. They do it here. Now they got a real shot to cut into this lead.
And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. How aggressive will they be on this first down play? Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Quarterback moving out of the pocket, trying to create. Breaks loose at the 40. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks, more than enough for a first down.
This is just a great job of understanding situational awareness by this quarterback. Nobody's open downfield, so instead he decides to buy a little bit of time by scrambling, gets out of the pocket, and he gets to the sticks and just gets the first down.
That deep shot is caught for a big gain. They were backed up to start the drive, but some bold play calling, great execution, and reach the end zone.
You know, it's easy to just kind of pull your horns in and get conservative when you're pushed way back close to your own goal line, but not this offense. They came out, showed the confidence that they have in their quarterback, and it paid off. Nice touchdown.
And he's going to bring this out from a couple yards deep in the end zone. And he's brought down at the 16. Would have been better off leaving it in the end zone for a touchback. Alabama's offense coming back onto the field. They were forced to punt it away last time, so let's see if they can get clicking in this possession. Moving the receiver around pre-snap. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. And the game moves the ball to the 20-yard line. Alabama comes up to the line quickly. Quarterback looking to pass here on 2nd down. And the receiver snags it. It's complete. And he's brought down, but he does have enough for the first down. No huddle now for the offense. Who makes the grab? Breaks one tackle, gets brought down, but picks up some decent yardage. 2nd down after that run on the previous play. Back to throw again. And that one's picked off. What a play. And he's wrapped up after a solid return.
Boy, Chris, he hesitated just enough to give the defense a chance to get in position and come up with a big turnover.
They try to run it with the option. He picks up 9, so just short of the first down. 2nd and 1. Quarterback's got it on the option. Quarterback pulls the ball. It's a keeper. They'll run it here. That's the running back with the ball. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down. Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. Will he score here?
Well, that's an example right there of what vision and patience and ability can do for a running back. He was on a mission to get into the end zone, and really, he made it look easy.
PAT makes it a 7-point lead. Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. He's going to try for a return from a couple of yards deep in the end zone. And he stopped at the 20. Tried to make something happen, but that's good coverage there. Here comes the Crimson Tide offense onto the field. We'll see if this quarterback can shake off the interception he threw in the last possession. And here's the handoff. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. After the first down loss, it's 2nd and long from the 17.
Well, they keep trying to run the football, and they keep getting dominated at the line of scrimmage. That has been a theme throughout this entire game. We've talked about it earlier in the game. It's not changing at all. They've become one-dimensional, and I think it's allowed this defense to really lock in on that quarterback. The shotgun handoff here. He shreds the tackle.
They bring him down at the 44. That's a solid gain, getting closer to midfield now. Alabama getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. And there's the handoff. The gain is 2 yards, so it's 2nd and 8. Here comes the up-tempo offense. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. Alabama comes up to the line quickly. And he'll drop back here on 3rd down. On the run here, lets it go. Catch made on the left side. Breaks a tackle on the play and makes a decent gain. And the punt team now on to kick it away. Looking to flip the field here. And the punt lands out of bounds. Let's see exactly where they'll spot it here. This line getting set up. It's a 1st down play. They'll run the option. They bring him down to the 32-yard line. All right, here comes the 4th quarter. Everything to play for here. Who is going to stay alive, survive, and advance in the college football playoff? Offense getting set. It's 2nd down. It's an option look. The junior able to bring him down quickly.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time.
Hey, you got to do what you got to do. You got to rely on that offensive line in the running game here to be able to secure a victory. Good call, and just keep working that clock.
Motion by the back. Defense better adjust. Caught quickly. They get him down, but the game moves the ball to the 37.
And I've really enjoyed watching this guy play all year, and it's been great to see him in person today, making good decisions, accurate throws, and keeping this offense moving.
And that run produces a decent gain. Good job bleeding the clock on this drive so far. They'll come up on a 2nd down. They're going to run the option. Pitches to the back. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. Looks like a man is down on the field after the last play, so we'll take a timeout. One of the biggest plays we've had so far. 3rd down, and the crowd really getting into it. Gets the 1st and still running.
You know, this back has taken advantage of his opportunities tonight in his football game. And here's another example on 3rd down. They put the ball in his hands. He knows exactly where to go to pick up the 1st down. And he's able to do that here in the 4th quarter.
So down here in the red zone, every yard tough to find. Here is a crucial play coming up. They'll try the option play here. And he'll get the 1st down yards before they finally bring him down.
Chris, this back has had a great day. They're winning the football game. I just looked at my stats. This guy's at 99 yards on the day. You can tell how badly he wants to cross the 100-yard threshold. He's been superb today.
And they try to run inside, but nowhere to go. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. 2nd and goal for the offense. Able to fight for a decent gain here in that running play. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. Now comes the field goal unit. The field goal is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So after the field goal, the kicker out there again to boot it away.
Well, they almost put a touchdown on the board, but instead they come away with 3 points.
He's going to bring this out a few yards deep in the end zone. Solid coverage there. They get him at the 15. That's when the offense will take over. Here comes the Alabama offense onto the field. They came up empty on the last possession, forced to punt it away. And they begin to click now. Caught way downfield for a huge gain. Breaks clear, end zone ahead. No stopping and takes it all the way. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. Dirk, you look for rust, you look for jitters in the opening drive. Not any sign of it for that offense.
You know, the offensive coordinator, when we talked with him this week, he had a feeling that this offense was going to be able to start fast, but I don't even know if he thought they would look this good this early.
I believe they're lining up to attempt an onside kick. And the hands team able to recover the football. Offense ready to start this drive. Suddenly, this is a three-point game in the fourth quarter. Interesting to see how aggressive they get with play calling. And the offense gifted with great starting field position for this drive. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Now they try to run it here on second down, unable to get the first down. And now, late in a game like this, the big question, do you pass the ball potentially with an incompletion? The clock will stop. Or do you play it safe?
It's a deep throw down the right sideline. And that's incomplete. They weren't afraid to let it fly, but it brings up a 4th down. And here comes the punter onto the field. And the coverage team able to bring the returner to the ground. So here comes the Alabama offense back onto the field. Interesting strategic decision. They've got some time to work with. Will they play for a field goal or take a shot at the touchdown and win it here? And the defense swarms not much of a gain on that completion. They'll crank up the tempo here on second down. The time is running out. The offense electing to just spike the ball here. But the offense here needs some big plays to give the kicker a chance here. The clock is a factor. Drops back, needing a 3rd down completion here. Catch is made down the middle. And the gain just good enough for a 1st down. They'll hurry to the line here with the clock running. The offense spikes the ball here, looking to preserve as much clock as they can. Offense needs points quickly here, trying to dial up some explosive plays. Let's see what they've got called. Looking to pass here on second down. And he dumps it off to the tight end. Then he'll run out of bounds after picking up a few yards on the play.
Boy, that's pretty good coverage here by this defense. Not much of a window to throw this ball into, but the quarterback's accuracy and the size of the tight end picks up a nice gain.
Quarterback in the shotgun here on 3rd down. Defense is coming after him. And the sophomore's got him for a sack. Here we are late in a 1-score game, and they're going to go for it on 4th down. No press here. The defense backing away. Well, that's a great performance in a pressure moment, but now the job gets even more exciting, even bigger as they go on to the national championship game and play for that trophy.
And this is a new era. I mean, think about the weeks, the amount of games that these guys have been able to play, and to be able to accomplish this, to get to the national championship, that says everything about the endurance of this football team, both mentally and physically. And they get one more hurdle to see if they can become the national champs.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.